This is a walkthrough of how to create modules in Canvas. Once you log into your course, you want to navigate to the modules link in the course navigation menu. One of the things I want to show you here before we actually create the module is that it's not visible to students at the moment, and you can tell because it has this icon next to it. So let's go ahead and first add a module and then show you how to make that visible to students. So I'm going to click modules in the upper right. I'm going to click the add module. I'm going to give the module a name. I like to name my modules by the week, and I give it a name. For the topics for that week, and then I like to include the start and the end date. If you want to restrict this module or limit when it can be accessed, you can click this box and set the dates. I'm going to uncheck this because I don't want to restrict it, and then go to the bottom and add module. So as you can see, here's the module that was added. Now you can add content to the module. You can choose a file to add, or you can actually add assignments, quizzes, and more. So you click the plus in the upper right, and from here, if you want to add an assignment, you can add an assignment, you can add a quiz, a file, a page discussion, a text header, external URL, and external tools. So let's do an assignment. Actually, let me click out of here. You have an option of creating a new assignment, or all of your assignments in that course appears here, and you can select an existing assignment. So we're going to create a new assignment. Since this is week 2, I like to number my assignments. So if this is the first assignment of the week, I like to number it 2.1. I name it assignment and introduction to week 2. So then I got add my item, and as you see, it is created here, this assignment. You can go ahead and add additional items. Let's add a quiz. Create a quiz. Again, I like to say this is the second item in that week. And the quiz is on the intro topics. You can select a group that it's in. And add the item. So as you can see, the item is added here. You can also edit that item. You can increase the indentation of the item. And once you have your module structured the way you would like, you would go in and you can duplicate that. If you recall, in the previous lesson, you cannot duplicate a module that contains a classic quiz, which is what we just created. As you can see, there's no duplicate option. So let's go here and delete this quiz. Now I want to duplicate the module, and as you can see, the duplicate option is there. That's something you want to keep in mind. The reason why you're duplicating is because you keep the structure of this module. And you can go and edit the title, change that to week 3, update the topic and any other information, and save. This will make sure that your your modules are consistent. So what I want to show you is if you view this as a student, you're going to see that there's no modules over here. So let's see why, because they're hidden. So let's leave as student view. And the reason why the modules is still hidden is because you must go over to the first one and publish the modules. And now it's published. So there has to be at least one item published. Let's go back and view as a student. Now you see the modules option is available. And no modules have been defined for this course. That is an error. So let's look at what we have here. Week 2 module is published, and as you can see, the green check mark, the other items are not. So let's view this as a student. View it as a student, you only see week 2 module and nothing beneath it. Let's leave this as a student view and look at why we're unable to see the assignments or this next week. That's because they're unpublished. If you would like to publish everything, you can actually go to the item that you wish to publish and click the icon next to it, and it would change to publish. You can either do that for each one, or you can go up to the top here where it says publish all. You have the option to publish all modules and items, or publish the modules only. So the reason why we're only able to see week 2 is because we have the modules published only. So let's select publish all modules and items. So this could take a while depending on your course. And once that is complete, now you see all of the check marks are green. Let's view it now. As a student, you should be able to see week 2 and week 3, as well as the assignments. As you can see, we can see them. You click on them and they're accessible. So that's how you create modules in Canvas and guide your students.